Hey guys, today I want to talk about the people that kind of just stuck to me from the dealership. So like I met a lot of guys there that were that helped me out. You know, not even just guys, girls too. Like the HR woman that was there, she actually helped me out a lot. I really do appreciate her. She's no longer working there, but she definitely helped me out because when I was first got hired, I was in the hiring process. Well, not hiring. I was in training. And then I got pulled to the side. They told me, hey, as of right now, you're fired. And I'm like, why? And they told me it's because your license expired. And I'm like, I expired. It's suspended. And I was like, why? What? I had no idea it was suspended. So then I went to go take care of it. I thought it was going to be a day ordeal. It turned out to be a month. Because you got to, mind you, this is like, post-COVID. So everybody's still like making appointments. It's 2023. I still had to make an appointment just to go change my ID. Like I couldn't just walk in, and it was kind of annoying to do that because then you would just wait for the slots to be open. But anyways, I kept checking in with HR. I kept giving her an update. I'm like, I'm trying to figure this all out. Please don't give away my position. And she was like, don't worry about it. You're fine. I got you. Like I'm not gonna resubmit it because if I do it now, Nissan's gonna be like, get off of this guy because it's like his third time trying to get hired here and something like that. But she looked out. HR helped out, and then another person who definitely stuck to me was this one manager. His name was Yuri. So Yuri came from another dealership, and from that dealership, he was like, I don't know exactly what he was doing there. He told me he was never a sales guy, which threw me completely off. So I'm like, how are you a sales floor manager if you was never a sales guy? But I digress. He came in there. He was telling all the sales guys, you guys are doing a terrible job right now. Because no one was doing their meet and greets. No one was like, it's not that no one was doing it. We weren't doing as much, and we weren't doing it nearly as much phone calls as we had to. And we also were just lacking knowledge in the product, But his biggest thing for everybody was needs analysis. Like when a customer comes in, why are they here? Like what are they looking for? Where did they go before? Where are they trying to get now? What can they afford? Things like that. He's really on that. And with me, he was brutally honest with me. Like up to a point where my feelings were hurt after me and him would talk, because he tore me apart a few times. He's like, you don't know what you're doing. This is where you're lacking. You need to work on this, and this. But he wouldn't just say that. He'll say more. He'll be like, I don't think you understand that you don't know how to sell a car. You think you know how to sell a car, and the most you've done is just have people buy a car from you. That's not the same thing. And I was like, oh shit, my fault. Anyways, I worked on it hard, and he acknowledged my progression through the sales process, and even to the point where he's just like, listen, where you started off is nowhere where you're at right now, and you're doing a great job. He eventually ended up quitting. I'm assuming it's because just of the hours that had to be worked. So I like Yuri a lot. And then like the third guy, because I'm not gonna flood you with people, right? A third guy that stuck with me is it was a finance manager. I'm not gonna say his name because he's just he's a cool guy. I think he's a good family guy, but also I think he's the reason why I got turned off by the dealership, because I was snooping around and I found his Facebook and Instagram, and I clicked on it, and I found out that he used to sell timeshares in Orlando. And when he was selling timeshares, I don't know what happened, but I guess he just decided to make a change and then move down to Palm Beach County. And while he was in Palm Beach County, that's when he ended up at the dealership. And then from the dealership, he ended up like going up the ranks. Started as a sales guy, became a sales floor manager, and then became a finance manager. And I kind of looked at him, and we had lunch one time. I think I said this before. We had lunch one time, and he had a couple drinks, and he was kind of lit. And then we came back to work, and he just kind of acted like nothing happened. And I obviously acted like nothing happened. Because who hasn't done that, right? But then it wasn't just that. We went to the Christmas party, and he was like beyond, he was really sauced up. And I was just kind of looking at him, and I was like, bro, like, is this what I'm working towards? Not just like being sauced up all the time, but like also being a finance manager. Like, because that's the end goal for a lot of guys. When you're working at a dealership, you become a sales associate, a sales guy, and then from sales guy you go to sales manager or sales floor manager, and then from sales floor manager you go to a finance manager, and then what's after that, bro? Like, you become a GM, but then you gotta wait for like the position to be open, and you gotta be chosen like amongst a bunch of other people, and even then the GM is there every day. You only get Sundays off, and you're working bell to bell most of the time. So I'm just like, what kind of, do I want something like that for myself? Do I want to dedicate the next 10 years to that? And I realized to myself, no. And it was because of that finance manager. I kind of looked at his life and I'm like, I don't want to be like that. Not to say, not no disrespect. You know who you are. It's just we all pick our paths, man, and that's not for me. But yeah, man, if you like this video, leave a like down below, subscribe, all that. My family's been watching these videos. They be making fun of me, putting me on the big screen.